I'm looking at a reverse bunny suit that I fucking DM'd myself from a different goddamn account of a Face Connect girl. God, I am so pathetic. I actually changed my fucking speaker output. My beard's grown out. What am I doing this next week? So I broke fast this morning. I went out to actually eat somewhere. It's this chain breakfast restaurant. Hash browns were kind of mid. Not really as crispy as maybe I would have liked them to be. Turn down my own volume so I can't even hear myself. Thank you. No, not that. Man, getting called bot. Also getting called a Russian for one fucking stupid reply I made. I don't know why. I swear the account that I replied to followed me back for some fucking reason, but it's like a retardedly NAFO-tard account. Or pro-Ukraine. I don't think they're NAFO, North Atlantic Fellows Organization, but they are definitely, whatchamacallit, pro-Ukraine. So if I put anything slightly to the left of them, is anything critical of Ukraine? This is just about Trump in general. They said, post a reply to boost the algorithm that Trump is a dumbass. I said, I'm getting most of what I want from Trump, including reigning in Israel, which hopefully it seems like that's what he's going to do. Hold up. Alright, so I saw this. Pro tip, when modern women complain about social or family or male pressure over dating, marriage, pregnancy, weight, beauty standards, etc., they are really talking about their own personal anxieties or inner voice of conscience intervening in their lifestyle hedonism in such a way that it must be pawned off on external sources, or else the cognitive dissonance would be too much. So she's calling out Watson here, like saying, you're 35 and unmarried and don't have kids. Like, your youth's behind you, girl. Like, you want to have kids? Like, the best time was like 5 years ago. The best time is now. You're going to be a spinster soon. No, but being an actress... What is this dress? Is there gold thread on the outside here? Or is that just me losing my mind? Looks like there's a thread there. So, listen to your own internal voice. I'm pretty sure you run around in circles where nobody else is telling you that you need to drop your hedonistic lifestyle of being an actress. I don't even know how hedonistic she is. Like, I don't know if she's like swinging around going from one guy to the next in her personal life. Maybe she's just not even having much sex at all. Who knows? So, what's even happening? Replace Threatened Canada National Guard to Portland after judge blocks Oregon plan. Yeah, that's right. A judge like intervened saying, no, you can't use federal troops for this. Oh, and the Navy beat the Air Force 3-1. Hex's Lee Guinness push-up. Man, he is really pushing like the physical fitness shit. I'm glad. And why the fuck is Merkel trending? Let me dig into that first. The official parody. What the fuck? Angela Merkel, Polska i kratia Bałtyki Wojnę na Ukrainie. Is this in Polish? The activation of Donald Tusk's aunt Angela Merkel and absurd accusations against Poland and the region. Attempts by the Polish government to send Ukraine to Germany because they suspected of blowing up Putin's Nord Stream 2. Attempts to kick the USA out of Poland. Yes. Reset to what the fuck? Merkel blames Poland for Putin's war. Is this woman okay or fucking in her fucking head? She ruined Europe with her reckless Russia and migration policies. Not wrong. She opened the door during the refugee crisis instead of taking a sober German look at things and realizing, okay, our entire refugee system was not designed to take in tons and tons of Syrians and all the other miscreant people who were showing up at the same time from Afghanistan and Eritrea. Time to overhaul the laws and start enforcing people just like, where'd you come from? Eritrea? Yeah, no, that's not a place. You can't come and seek asylum here. So we're going to port you to like fucking Egypt or something, or Ethiopia. Like start like collectivize the entire US EU economic growth and said, all right, we're all going to impose unilateral sanctions on some countries if they don't like take back refugees and stuff. And you know, you can hold them in third world countries, and you can treat them badly there because nobody cares when Egyptian forces are going to persecute. They don't care as much when an Egyptian Arab country and an Arab Muslim country like oppresses refugees. Maybe you get like a little skirmishness in the from more far left of center. People complaining about it who know the connection, but most people are just like, oh no, it's just the Egyptians doing it. It's not like we're paying them to hold. I just ran off on a tangent there, but yeah. Also, Nord Stream 2, like, so she's playing Poland for Putin's war? How? According to Frau Merkel, the fuck? Who the fuck is Max Hubner? Do I follow this guy? This is fucking this is not Donald Rumsfeld. Is he even still alive? Alright, I can see why the polls are fucking what? That's just a really not nice photo of her. Did I follow this guy? No. Born in Ukraine, American, Wind of Change RG. Merkel blames Poland and the Baltic states for Russian invasion of Ukraine in an interview with Hungarian media. What the fuck? Merkel wanted to negotiate with Putin in 2021, but some did not support this, mainly the Baltic states, but Poland also opposed it because they feared we would not be able to develop a common policy against Russia. Then I left office and Putin's war began. She left office like in the late 2010s, like 2017, and they had a new election that led to the, was it 2017 or 2018 that led to the traffic light coalition. Poland and Oh no, it's translated into fucking Hungarian. President Macron, I wanted to create a new format in which the European Union would negotiate directly with Putin. However, some countries did not support this, especially the Baltic states and Poland. They were afraid that we would not be able to develop a unified policy towards Russia. My opinion was that a common strategy was necessary, but it never happened when I left off. They were afraid that we would not be able to develop a unified policy. This is so confused. So what the Baltic states opposed that the European Union negotiate with Poland direct. Oh, maybe they're saying like the EU as an entity would negotiate on behalf of everyone, and the Polish and the Baltic states were afraid that they may get cut out in that process. Or they're saying because everyone has a veto on the EU Executive Council, they'll never be able to have a unified policy that pleases everyone. That's my one way of interpreting it. All right. All right, so Donald Trump announced on October 5th, 2025, that deploying 300 California National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon in response to ongoing ICE protests after U.S. District Judge Karen Immergut, who apparently is one of his own appointees, either, I'm guessing from the previous administration, blocked his attempt to federalize the Oregon National Guard. California Governor Newsom plans to sue the administration and let... Okay, like get them from fucking Idaho. I doubt the local Republican governor is going to object. alleged that the movie violates state sovereignty in the Posse Comitatus Act, while Oregon officials argued it escalates tensions in protests confined to one block under local control. No, the reason they're deploying troops is it's not under local control. Hold up. I got a bunch of dried skin that's peeling off and I need to cut it off. Give me a second. I should close the fucking door. Drinking water. I have this like tool. It's like meant to be a cuticle cutter, but I do find it useful for peeling off like hangnails and other like loose bits of skin that like and dried skin on the outside of my fingers, and it gets rid of the carves it off in a nice clean way. Right, here, let me show. I'm getting annoyed because I'm still getting fucking notifications out the ass for this goddamn reply that I did. What is this? This Astasia, and she follows me for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Buy me a coffee. What the fuck do you do? Jesus, what the fuck? What for? For being a pro online oh, she's got the Israeli flag. So, oh man, my she's probably more a bot than I am. Military theorist, division level warfare and fortifications expert, covering updates from Europe, Middle East, and Asia Pacific. Here's over 1 million casualties later. Russia has captured an additional 1%. Yes, Ukraine used terror. Let's face it, Russia is losing. No, Ukraine's losing because they're the one who don't have large amounts of manpower. So it's a matter of time before Ukraine can play the asymmetric game, but Russia just has a lot more people. Although your one saving grace is like how much can they actually draw up from their large population? It seems that they've been like trying to go through anybody who's not like, you know, useful young male population. They haven't actually done a full mobilization. Like they've run out of prisoners. Like they're closing down prisons because they've like sent too many through. Oh yeah, this is what I responded to. Let's break the X algorithm like Trump is breaking in the U.S. economy. Yeah, it stings because his like tariff policy is creating such like instability right now that nobody wants to invest in anything. And yeah, he's not handling it well. As I can tell, Trump's giving mostly what I want. So this is what I did. And goddamn, 21 comments. Are you a bot? Bot? You want to be a global embarrassment? Trump is a fucking idiot in you. Well, considering your mom is paying all the bills and you are live streaming from her basement, no one gives a shit about your opinion. I do not live stream from my basement. I live stream from my second bedroom, in my apartment. Notice how I only stream in the evenings? That's because, well, on the weekends, but on Wednesday, it's because I fucking it's because I have a job. That's not just stupid, that's Trump stupid. Yeah, so what the fuck is with this account? Ukrainian drone strike destroys Russian cavalry units. Oh yeah, I saw this. Like, I swear this guy was like trying to like blend in with the horse to make it look like, you know, I'm the horse. Blend in with the horse so the drone doesn't go after him. Because at the last second, when the drone closes in, he pushes the horse away from himself. What the fuck is this? $100 to Ukraine, regardless of political differences. I taught to respect heroes like him. The party is up. General Ted has arrived at the front. Russian soldiers are surrendering en masse. It's over. What is this account? If this war is hell, then Ukraine's warriors are blazing infernal spirits in charge of this hell. Seraphs of freedom, angels of justice, and wings ignite the dawn of their light torments, dark spirits of tyranny who have acted themselves. Ukraine will win. I doubt it. Alright, back to this shit. While Oregon officials argue it escalates tension, protests confined to one block under local control. You're not keeping it under control, though. The action allows intensified demonstrations against ICE operations, including vandalism and arrests amid federal-state legal disputes. Yeah, so this is getting every presidential everywhere. No, SCOTUS did put down a rule that you can't put in like nationwide. You as a lower court judge can't institute a nationwide injunction anymore. You can do it an injunction for your individual, for the individuals within your district, but not any further. So this time he's just so this is like the Ninth Circuit Court. So that'd be an interesting. Who are they going to sue? So you gotta like bring a National Guard from a state in a district that's not gonna like sue. Like, I think Idaho is still inside the same district as California and Oregon. So I think you'd have to go like, well, let's look this up. U.S. Federal District Court map. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so like Montana. So you could go to a state like Utah or Wyoming to draw troops because California's going to eject, Oregon's going to eject, or Idaho's going to eject. No, Idaho I doubt would eject. So maybe you could work within the same court, but then Oregon is still going to be the one complaining that, no, you can't actually do this. I think this is like the ultimate federal appeal court. What's this one? 94 federal districts. So New York's got like 3. Oregon's got 1 all to itself. So, yeah, man, this is fucking insane. There's like internal breakdowns. You go to the 8th, you could go to the 10th. Is it seated in Colorado? I don't know about Nevada. I don't know what their status is, but man, look at this weird ass fucking district court that covers Tennessee to Michigan. So, yeah, draw the troops from a state that's not going to fucking complain like California. We're suing Donald Trump. His deployment of California National Guard to Oregon isn't about crime, it's about power. He is using our military as political pawns to build up his own ego. It's appalling, it's un-American, and it must stop. I'm just thinking now, oh, this retard. Alright, turn that off. What the fuck? Okay, there needs to be a little bit more decorum and dryness of government action, but I appreciate showing off these retards like this. Treating people like this is disgusting. They're obstructing federal law enforcement. If they're going to be a fucking pain in the ass to move around, then fine, put them on a trolley. They're trying to show, like, yes, we're going to fight. Now, maybe that's just going to only agitate some people, but maybe it'll block off some people who are just like, oh, I could actually go to jail if I can't just, like, riot against the federal government like this or else I'll get arrested. Using our military's political pawns is appalling, it's un-American, and it must stop. I'm just thinking, like, we use federal troops to desegregate like Little Rock, Arkansas. Like we had the U.S. Air Force Airborne go in there to enforce having one black kid show up to like an all-white school. What am I? I'm fucking around with the back of a goddamn battery, rechargeable battery. So if the president can do that for that, he can definitely do it to enforce order at like ICE jurisdictions. Like SCOTUS needs to get on this now. Like at least put in an injunction, like overrule the injunction from lower courts and say no, they can't deploy it for now while we deliberate the matter. What's this? West Virginia Democrat. And for West Virginia. Wheeling, West Virginia. Senator Waston, West Virginia. Democratic Senate candidate, Pittsburgh Steelers fan. We'll see if he goes for him. South Carolina Judge Diane Goldstein's home is burning. Goldstein. Ground after an apparent explosion. The judge blocked the Trump admin. So this is all happening in Oregon. So why is a judge in South Carolina related to this? I wouldn't like say that perhaps a off his rocker Trump supporter decided to bomb, like set arson to a local federal judge's house. Even though that one may have been a judge that's ruled in Trump's favor multiple times. That could happen. But it's in South Carolina. This isn't related to what the judge I'm assuming he's talking about here is talking the one out of Oregon or the 9th District. What the fuck? Portland Frog is back after getting pepper sprayed in the... What the fuck? It's looking at ICE are hog-tying Antifa members and pulling them along in little carts, and you're black-pilling. Yeah, all right, I'll give that for that. Oh god, this one. Now that's got the gray official government check mark. And thrown to California University and flouting the law, treating judges as enemies, and comes after a Trump-appointed judge rejected the White House's justification for deploying the troops. Speak out. Jim Stewart's an anti-fascist. This is civil war, one of the worst violations of the Constitution imaginable. The federal government enforcing one state's militia to attack another state against another state against the will of both its perverse inversion and founders' written intent. It's not there until somebody starts shooting them. Starts shooting those units. So SCOTUS needs to step up. Again, SCOTUS needs to overrule these lower court injunctions, or an above appellate court needs to overrule the injunctions. Why did you jump to California? Like, they probably are the most available, but like, at this point, you got to start taking the politics of the governor in charge. Like, we were able to get, like, I think Ohio and West Virginia National Guard troops to come into Washington, D.C., and their governors were like, all for it. They're Republicans. They know what's going on. So all for it. So, like, go to another state like Idaho or Montana or someone outside the other district. Do I follow Cat Turd? I don't want to follow Cat Turd. Burning Portland to the ground. This is not an accident. Trump and his administration are beginning to use the word frequently for a reason. The Insurrection Act is coming. We'll see. I think, what's the point of the Insurrection Act? (1807) Insurrection Act. It empowers President New National deploy U.S. military and federalize the National Guard units in the individual states in specific circumstances such as suppression of civil disorder, of insurrection, and of armed rebellion against the federal government of the United States. If these protests out of ICE facilities are not, don't hit that, at least the civil disorder, then statutory exceptions to the Posse Comitatus Act. So, like, you keep on pushing this man, and now he's going to invoke this shit. And I think he's got clear precedent that, like, yeah, people rioting outside federal facilities trying to enforce civil or criminal law, whichever immigration law falls under. You're pushing him to finally do this. If anything, they've been holding kid gloves at this point. The publication of a presidential proclamation whereby the U.S. President formally orders the dispersion of the peoples committing civil arrests or armed rebellion. The Defense Department guidelines define Homeland Defense as a constitutional exception to the restriction of the Posse Comitatus. Therefore, the political, military, and police measures necessary to protect national security from external or... So, whether or not you consider these protests outside there, like, I would wait till some judge, like, makes a like, you don't need to apply the military because local PD can handle the issue. But they don't handle the issue. But they could, and that's the point. So, let's see. Has this been upgraded as of late? In 2020, Richard Blumenthal, I've met him and shook hands with him at a Memorial Day parade. Just put that out there. It's a civil act curtailing insurrection in violation of Individuals' Liberties Act to restrict presidential authorities outlined in the Insurrection Act. The legislation sought to require the president to consult with Congress before invoking the act, restricting the president's activation of troops under the act for 14 days without explicit congressional authorization. Requiring the president, Secretary of Defense, and Attorney General to issue a joint certification to Congress affirming the state's reluctance or inability to enforce the laws, thus justifying the use of military and prohibiting active duty performing law enforcement action unless authorized by law. In 2022, the Brennan Center for Justice, progressive nonprofit law and public policy institute, so a proposal to the January 6th House Committee, which investigated the January 6th capital attack to reform the Insurrection Acts with the intent of clarifying vague language and updating its contents to reflect issues of the present. Some of the language the BCA identified as needing clarification includes sections outlining circumstances in which the president can invoke the act that reads, any insurrection, domestic violence, unlawful combination, or conspiracy are legally accepted criteria for the law's invocation. BCJ argues that the criterion is broad and can be possibly interpreted to allow the president to invoke the act to address any conspiracy, large or small, to include protests or petty criminal acts with the active duty military forces. BCJ also argued that Congress to write the line the president, by using the militia of the armed forces or both, or by any other means, as the inclusion by any other means can leave open the possibility of force not formally under the control of the Department of Defense being authorized to the president to act under the auspices of the Insurrection Act. Well, they didn't get any of that passed, so I guess it was like trying to like wondering what their motivations for this are. Because like they were worried that Trump was going to use it to suppress acts like the George Floyd riots and protests. I guess that could be it. This is national emergency in the United States, probably a home rule emergency takeover. Yeah, so nothing about what's happening yet has hit here yet, so. James Untmeyer, 39th Attorney General for the Free State of Florida. All right, yeah, so different people across the aisle are making their own opinion of this fucking image. Hold up, I'm gonna put on something to distract me on the Alright, let me make sure I have it fucking muted. Shut up. Got somebody dancing on the side, so I'm just not looking at constantly upgrading chat that I'm in on Twitter. Eric Daughtry. ISIS just posted this video. What is this? Hyperbole. They're afraid of Antifa? Perhaps. Maybe these people know that these guys are so radical that if they, like, work with Trump in any way or use their local PD, then it'll start blowing back on them. You might get, like, Antifa, like, saying, fuck, if our local state governor isn't going to help, we need to assassinate them too. They might be just, like, enough to say that. Like, they can't go after Trump, but they can go with the local governor or local mayor who's a little bit closer and probably does not have the same level of security that Trump does. The protests are on one block, nothing is burning down. His justification for sending troops is all based on lies. No, it's based on the fact... Alright, I'm not going to belabor this point. Alright, let me just go to Clashport and see what's going on. Gazawood. Alright, hold up. Where's my phone? Actually, nah, screw it. I'll just go scroll down until I think I see something I haven't seen before. Oh yeah, this. When Hamas responded to President Trump's Gaza peace proposal with a yes, but Trump called Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, I'm losing it. Called Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, seeing it as progress. Netanyahu disagreed. Bibi told Trump this is nothing to celebrate and it doesn't mean anything. U.S. officials told Axios. Trump shot back, I don't know why you're always fucking negative. This is a win, take it. Because he's got his own fucking car. What is even the status of this thing? Is this actually falling through? They need the Israelis to fucking calm down. Stop bombing shit. I know, like, they continue, like, Israel's continue to bomb some places even after this, like, yes, but from Hamas. Somalia Africa Union Commission Chair Mahmoud Ali Yusuf condemned the Al-Shabaab attack on Mogadishu's Godka Jilo prison. I don't care about what's going on in Africa. Like, again, Somalia just seems to be like a pure dog's breakfast at this point. I can't keep track of what the fuck's going on over there. Amsterdam, at least 250,000 people attended massive pro-Palestine protest. I know Geert Wilders actually was looking like there's a minor, I don't know, want to say scandal or faux pas when he wanted to have Netanyahu, or he wanted to go to Israel to be buddy with him for a second, or like, I don't know, go to some like meeting or something. So, man, they're all in red. Why? Because they're all fucking commies? Yeah, I want to go to this. No, I would go to this, try and pick up some mid-art ho pussy by saying I want B-52s carpet bombing Tel Aviv. No. That wouldn't work out. 19 Palestinians include children arrested in Al-Zuwaydin Maser Yatta, House of Hebron, by Israeli occupation force. Maser Yatta. In Al-Zuwaydin Masafer Yatta. Is that in the West Bank or is that in Gaza? I don't know, they start throwing rocks at like Israeli vehicles or something. Okay, Pete Hegseth says he has full authorization for recent U.S. military strikes on boats near Venezuela, allegedly carrying drugs, citing terrorism and self-defense laws. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a fucking stretch, but the executive actually acting unilaterally in use of military force like this has been like going on since like Obama. Okay, Bush was the last time he did it. He did it the right way. He got congressional authorization with AUMF to go after Iraq. Obama, he didn't get that for Libya. He didn't do that for stuff in Syria. Trump continued it. Biden continued it. He started bombing the Yemenis, or the Houthis in Yemen. We continue to have troops in Afghanistan, in Syria. So, yeah, unilateral executive on this, and I mean, if they bring up a joint, like, there's been rumors, like, they're bringing up the Senate's getting prepared a joint War Powers Resolution Act, or War Powers Resolution vote for something about, probably for related to Venezuela, and the Republicans it's probably going to be enough votes. Let's see here. So what's his face? Rand Paul will probably vote no on it, but that's 1 out of 53. I don't know who would be squeamish enough on the Republican front not to vote down the War Powers Resolution Act. So it'll be just another front. So Congress will call up War Powers Resolution. It'll get voted down by a partisan vote. And we'll get in, hopefully not involved in a quagmire in Venezuela. What the fuck? The U.S. is telling allies that Cuba is backing Russia's invasion of Ukraine by sending up to 5,000 Cuban fighters to fight alongside Moscow forces. Citing this, the Trump administration is urging countries to vote against a UN resolution calling for an end to the U.S. embargo on Cuba. All right. We have agreed to hand over weapons to a Palestinian-Egyptian body under national supervision. We informed America of our agreement to hand over weapons. All right. Oh, Hamas has denied Al Arabia's report. Damn it. I thought they had given up the ghost. All right, this one. Shut up. What's that fucking bag he has on his head? Let's see. What does he even have is on that, what's that decor? It looks like nah, it's probably not a cross. Nearly 1,000 people are trapped on Mount Everest Tibetan slopes after a sudden snowstorm. Around 350 have been rescued with efforts ongoing amid heavy snow and hypothermia risk. Access roads are blocked, entry to the Everest scenic area is suspended. Yeah, it's becoming like, you know, it's becoming too easy to go at the top of Mount Everest. It's like, yeah, highest mountain in the world, disputed possibly with K2. So now there's just like a whole industry of getting people to go up to the top. Trump to the U.S. Navy, we don't want to send you into battle unless it's necessary. Some of you will be angry. You will say, what is he doing? We want to fight. We're putting out a lot of fires. All right, so he's touting his previous like peace diplomacy initiatives from Serbia and Kosovo, Egypt and Ethiopia, Rwanda and Congo, and now maybe Israel and Palestine. It's like saying, you guys are getting angry with me because I'm like sowing peace across the world and making you useless. All right, I get it. We're 25 years ahead of. Submarines are pretty, although I know Perun did an entire video about like, does new ISR technology and sonobuoys effectively make submarines useless now? Pro-Palestinian activist from Sumud Flotilla was arrested this evening after allegedly biting a prison guard at Israel's Keziat prison. She had been in the process of purchasing and was scheduled to board a flight early tomorrow. Well, way to go. You ruined your ticket to get the fuck out of there. We have more great ships being built than we ever had being built in the history of the Navy. If, what's-his-face, Joseph Conrad, what's his name? It's me to believe he's, like, complaining that, like, any of the people, like, wanting to push for policies to build more shipping in the U.S., like, are on the outs of the current administration for some fucking reason. Oh, he was on Charlie Kirk's show at one point. Somebody married to a Protestant is the whole possibility of divorce thing. Despite being together for 26 years, she hasn't realized that divorce is not just something I'm willing to consider. She's never explicitly... what the fuck? I'm not going to read through that personal shit. Oh, people want to bring back battleships. No, we just need more missile frigates. We need more dispersed missile frigates. He's a practicing Catholic, apparently. G-Captain. Alright. Yeah, so this guy apparently has been reporting that, oh, the crowd goes wild! Apparently he's been reporting that, like any of the people he would want in the administration are on the outs in the Trump administration for pushing policies that would enable more U.S. shipbuilding, at least according to him. I was president in 26, then they rigged it. Oh, come on. Don't bring that up here. God damn it. Next year on June 14th, we will have a big UFC fight on the grounds of the White House. Ugh. The lack of decorum is absolutely eating at my heart. Trump, we would have won in Vietnam and Afghanistan easily if we fought to win, but we got politically correct and took it easy. We're not politically correct anymore. We win now. Listen, there basically was no support for us in South Vietnam. They wanted to be unified under Ho Chi Minh because he was their hero. All right, none of the South Vietnamese forces that we had were going to stand up to the North Vietnamese when it came down to it. So it was either us backing them up the entire way or not. With North Korea, with the Korean War, like, the North Koreans, like, well, they didn't engage in the same level of guerrilla warfare that North Vietnam was undergoing with the Viet Cong. So there really wasn't a way for the North Koreans to turn South Korea into an eternal quagmire for us. It was the last conventional war. And then the next one in with Vietnam was just guerrilla war, asymmetric warfare shit fest. Luckily, and the geographic ability to do so, because there's tons and tons of forest that the North Vietnam could smuggle its troop, the Viet Cong, and the resources they needed into Vietnam through Laos and Cambodia. So we hit another boat near Venezuela last night. We were so good at it. What is this? Ukraine attacks Russia's Bryansk Oblast. I think that's close to the border, so there's nothing to do. We have been very positive discussion with Hamas and countries from all over the world to release the hostages and end the war in Gaza and finally achieve peace in the Middle East. Talks are proceeding rapidly with technical teams meeting Monday in Egypt to finalize details. The first phase should be completed this week. Time is of the essence. A massive bloodshed will follow. Something nobody wants to see. The biggest hang-up is going to be like the Israelis at this point. That's dumb. All right, what's I haven't checked in on these guys for a while. It's 43 minutes. I might do a shorter stream tonight. Oh God, what's going on here? Russian President Vladimir Putin continues attempts to deter U.S. from sending Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine by linking improvements in U.S.-Russian bilateral relations to concessions from the United States on the war in Ukraine. Other key takeaways. The Kremlin is trying to prevent the United States from providing Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine in order to retain the sanctuary that Russia enjoys in its rear. Russia launched its largest combined drone and missile strike against Lviv Oblast, that's all the way into the west. And that's where the far more Ukrainian nationalist people are. On the night of October 4th to 5th, so into this morning, my time, with 163 combined projectiles. The pro-Russian Georgian Dream Party secured widespread majorities in municipal elections in Georgia on October 4th, sparking mass protests that Georgian Dream officials tried to blame on Ukraine. Russia is likely leveraging close relations with Serbia and Republika Srpska. Serbia and Srpska to threaten to destabilize the Balkans and undermine European cohesion. Russian forces advanced in Konstantinivka, Druzhivka tactical area. It's this graphic. What all the no military Russian military object. So that's the dots and Russian military air bases. Engels Air Base 2 and Shahed Drone Factory and Yelabuga Tatarstan. Maximum range of the Tomahawk. So if we give them the Tomahawks, they can get it. Now what about their fucking Flamingo missile? Can that reach there? Russian occupied territories in Ukraine, Ukrainian controlled territory. Maximum range of the Tomahawk, 2,500 kilometer variant, so they can get all the way the fuck out here. But this would seem to be the place to target at this point. Maximum range of ACTAMs, so in here. They could hit St. Petersburg. They could hit Moscow. Trump and Putin phone call, Alaska summit. So things died down leading up to it, but then they've ramped back up again. So Russian offensives. All right, so pushing more on Konstantinivka. In case Russian forces advanced into southern Volodymyrivka. So how much before? Like they're not getting a full encirclement, but they're pushing in. So how long before the town falls? And then it's just like holding on to Kramatorsk at this point. Donetsk Oblast. Claimed Ukraine. They're eating into the counteroffensive at this point. Post-October indicates Ukrainian forces maintain positions in North Yampil. North of Yampil. Dopylia, Khrushchev. I have no idea what this front is. North of Pokrovsk. Oh, so Pokrovsk is further to the south here. Man, this salient, like, man, if they could attack up this way and cut off all these forces. Oh, is this supposed to be a recent counteroffensive? Supporting effort, Northern Axis. Subordinate main effort, #1, Kharkiv operation. Going to Sumy Oblast. I haven't done anything up here. Oh, there's some little flare up over here. Main focus has been around here. Russia just enjoys it in its... Okay, retard. Putin has been promoting various rhetorical lines to try to deter Trump administration providing Ukraine with Tomahawk missiles. Second, Putin made similar arguments when the United States... Putin also claimed that such actions would mark a new stage of escalation, but would not change the battlefield situation. Putin made similar arguments when the United States was considering sending Ukraine Actives missiles, F-16 and Abrams tanks. Putin appears to be trying different approaches, from threatening worsening bilateral relations to downplaying the missile's usefulness to influence U.S. decision-making. Exacerbating ongoing gasoline shortages in Russia and occupied Ukraine. You want to bring a country down to its knees with a strategic bombing campaign, your oil infrastructure is one of the things to hit. Especially your refining capacity. Because maybe you can extract the oil, but then if you don't have enough capacity to refine it and to use products, you either need to export it, which may provide a bit of a glut on the global export market, or it may just atrophy production at the source, because just we can't produce as much because we have to cut back production because we can't produce enough and we can't export enough, so we need to shut down facilities. We're producing too much raw oil, which will probably just make everything worse. So, all right. Here's some good news. Sharpie found a way to make pens more cheaply by manufacturing them in the U.S. By moving production from China to the U.S. by investing in automation and upskilling employees. So this is what Scott Greer said, is if we want a modern economy with lots of manufacturing here, it can't be like your average Joe Blow who can just work at the factory doing minimum wage labor, because you can't pay him as low as you can pay a Chinese laborer. But you can upskill him to handle more automated assembly lines. Sharpie found a way to make pens. Any company that moves back to this should get 100-year tariff protection on foreign competitors. No, that protects inefficient production. Maybe some short-term incentives are approved, but we need to make America best and lowest cost producer of goods that matter. Oh God, this guy. A separate but extremely subtle and vital important part of bringing back manufacturing jobs to the U.S. is we should proactively valorize working in such a factory. It shouldn't be socially disesteemed to reduce any honest worker's chances of forming family formation. Yeah, that's an important thing. If you degrade manufacturing jobs, lower the status throughout society, then it makes people not want to see it as low. And women are status conscious and they don't want, like, unless they don't see themselves as, you know, ultimately, if you're not college educated, they're probably not going to look at it. But if you could say, oh, I'm a college educated in manufacturing, and I do manufacturing related work. And again, what we really need to do is just de-emphasize the need for credentials, although they still probably have some level of prominence in determining status. But maybe if you can make enough more money, it makes will make a difference. Oh God, no, fuck, what is this? Oh, armchair warlord. I'm not gonna look into this. What does OSINT Defender say? He's got a Discord. Calls for the Federal and Communications Intro to look into the broadcast licenses of ABC and NBC, further a recent push to senior officials to use government oversight to pressure deplatform science media individuals that are seen as unfriendly to the Trump administration. They better, like, if they want to bend the knee, that's their problem. If they want to stand up to them. DC, who gave him what would become the lowest rated show in television history. Roberts is afraid to take him off because it wouldn't be politically correct. This is just one of the many reasons that the Federal Communications Commission should look into the license of NBC, which shows almost exclusively positive Democrat content. Likewise, ABC fake news above the same thing, 97% negative for Republicans. Well, we'll see if ABC and NBC, like, whatchamacallit, will, like, stand up to them and, like, we're going to sue in federal court about this if you do, on freedom of speech grounds. First Amendment grounds. So we'll see if they can make that. All right. Southcom continuing to post footage of ongoing operations in the Southern Caribbean Sea. Today showing Marine Corps AV-8 Harrier. Oh my God, we still have the fucking Harriers. With the Thunder Chickens of Marine Medium Tilt Rotor Squadron 263 reinforced 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit being loaded with live munitions aboard USS Iwo Jima LHD-7 for flight training off the coast of Venezuela. Dogfighting. 2 F-35Cs closing on each other at speeds exceeding 1,000 knots. Those are F-18s! This is a tactic that has roots tracing back to the daring pilots of war. This is not dogfighting. This is one guy refueling the other with the underside tank. What is this shit? How can you be a mainstream news account and get every single detail wrong in a post? Not F-35s, not dogfighting, definitely not even close to speeds exceeding 1,000 knots. Okay. These are not F-35. Oh, I didn't even notice that. These are 2 F-18s. One is refueling the other. Jesus Christ. Fine, I'll give that yes. And I'm just going to say yes. Against military infrastructure, sites in Russian-occupied Crimea and Western Russia continues. Several large explosion gunfires is now being reported at Sakpi Air Base near Novorossiysk, Crimea. And gunfire. But is there some insurrection going on over there? Let's see here. What's going on here? Also, explosions reported at the Russian-occupied Shaki Air Base in Crimea. Saki. So they're bombing an airfield in Crimea. The gunfire is is under attack by drones, and the shooting continues. I guess maybe it's gunfire trying to shoot down the drones. All right. Yeah, I think I run out of things to talk now. Slow news day. I should probably play a game at this point. I'm gonna do Void Bastards. I choose Void Bastards for today, so stand by as I do my usual announcement tweet online. I'm getting distracted by something on my fucking Twitter timeline that I don't get it. I don't know what it's about. Somebody tweeted out that I have notifications on for. Okay, that's funny. Alright, let me actually focus, tweet out that I am live. I got one view on Twitter. At least that's what it shows. Oh, that's because I'm looking at it. Alright, pull up my script. Nice. Back to scavenging. Let's see here. Back to scavenging derelict ships. The cold, unforgiving vacuum of space. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. Get the live stream link. All right. I'm gonna get my phone for a second. Stand by. I didn't even get the game running. Where's Void Bastards? There it is. I can play with this controller, right? I have game capture on. By the way, I have no idea what was going on with my computer, with my keyboard yesterday. Come on, game capture. Don't make me have to do this manually. Is it because I'm not full screen? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna go do it manually. Fuck this. Armor core doesn't exist right now. Alright, there. God damn. Look at the volume on the music here. Let me go to Telegram. Let's see if, oh yeah, I made, home fries tonight. You know, like get 20 pieces of them and then bake them. And I found that a way that I could, make them is, well, I sprayed them down with tons of, like, spray avocado oil, and then I actually took 1 tablespoon of butter and then just broke that up into bits, like, manually with my hand into little chunks, and then put that on the roasting pan with, this little short roasting pan with the potatoes, and so they had like something to fry in, sort of. And so it was about, I think it was like 100 calories for 1 tablespoon of butter, but so that's only 800 calories for a that's not something you can live off of. So, and then most of the butter oil, like, you know, I don't keep it, so I was taking off I picked off the home fries, so it's not like I was taking all 100 calories of that butter oil, of the butter in my own, on the potatoes, so it probably was still pretty low calorie. And the potatoes themselves, for 1 serving, was also like only 100 calories, so. I also actually straight up re-roasted, re-stewed, whatchamacallit. What is it? I re-stewed the minced beef stew that I made a while back. Like 1 or 2 weekends ago. Because I found like the current surplus like was just like not... was just not that good. What am I trying to say here? Yeah, it was too grainy. It didn't taste as good, but now it tastes better. It's definitely softer. It definitely actually cooked through better. This time I did it manually in a Dutch oven inside an oven for like 3 hours, and then I actually took out the meat as much as I could and separate the liquid as much as possible and reduce that down, and that's nice tasty stuff. I have that on the top of like the rest of the leftovers that I have that I should be going through for this week. I still got another bag, so I should be good for another week, not having to cook for myself. All right, continue.
If your PAL unit chafes, please apply some water-based lubricant to the cannulas.
The fuck is a cannula? My phone. USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike is now operating within the Western Mediterranean Sea alongside Italian Thanon di Revel class patrol vessel. Glad to be working with you, Italy. Hold up, I'm gonna put on some cosplay curl dancing on my phone to distract my dumb ass. Who? I know who. But one of these. All right, make sure my phone is all the way on mute. So, what the hell am I even doing right now? What's the goal? Oh dear, the computer over here was attempting to validate the citizen card. In order to avoid this happening again, Bax now suggests you assemble a water cooling system for the computer. I need body fluid, cool pops, and water-based lube. So I can make the water-based lube. Colon irrigator, ion brew. Water-based lubricant. Rad cream. Bio and Plaz. Alright. This is a shotgun. Colon irrigator and whiz rocks. Enforces regulation via solid bullet. Increase rate of fire by 50%. I don't really want to increase firepower. I want increase fire rate. I want to increase. Hard zapper arcs to 3 nearby targets. Laminator and body fluid. It's a complete ammo subsidy. What's ammo subsidy? Handset, whiz rocks. Can I make whiz rocks? Who the fuck are whiz rocks? Can I even make whiz rocks? It's cool pops. I need more volts to make cool pops. That's for the actual thing. FTL nozzle. Distended testicle. ID card. Recycle exact luminous hard to do tangers. RAS warp sphere. WCG poly whiz rocks. There it is. Merrick Gardner. Let's see here. I don't know. I'm just gonna upgrade the... Wait, I can't do the colon irrigator anymore. I ran out of bio. Used in rebreather. Air fresheners. Cool pops, ion brew. Nope, we gotta say the cool pops for something else. Alright. I don't even know what to focus on. Toaster. Burst of polarized light passes through enemies and windows. Roaster damage and charges 25%. I feel like I don't like this gun. Toxic spikes. Atomic clock. Whatever. I'm just... Gunpoint manager. What is this one? Authority to override gunpoints. BP faster and cheaper gunpoint override authorization. Yeah, I like having that one. Alright, so something's down that way. What's my health at? My health is maximum, my fuel's at 2 jumps. Oh wait, I'm starting over again, aren't I? Yeah, I died. Bio. Offense using a citizen card with an invalid likeness. Short stature gives me... What does that give me? Is this really going to affect my camera angle? Buzz boxes, bioplaz, status. There's one screw in here. Interior represents some supply chain. Another screw. Staples, nebula tubes, plaz. Hold up a second. Oh. I just sat here. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna just keep on actually going this way. What the fuck? Well, I gotta scavenge for something, so I don't have any bullets. So I'll go with that. Spiker, sure. And it kills people. Let's try this. And Cow Zapper. Yeah. Stores health, spikes, rad spikes, bio, no fuel, germ spiker. O2 complied, faster, all doors locked. Alright, well, let's get into it. Alright. Hab. Where is sanitation, ward, Atmo, security? Where is the helm? There's gotta be some place to steer this from. I am literally shorter. Let's see if I can actually... Oh, does my short stature mean I can only carry 2 things? Fuck my Chungus life. What's this one? Not irritated, oily, or nauseous. What's that? I barely have any shots left. This sucks. Gotta get up close and personal for this one. Fuck. I need to find bullets. Yeah. Where am I even going? Sandwich, good. Oh, there's a sec bot. Sanitation. How many credits do I even have? I have 41 credits. Whatever. Wait, SecBot's in there. Let's not fuck with him right now. I am literally short. This is so annoying. What was that? It's on the inside of whatever this is. Yeah, face shot. Fuck you. Holy shit. I got 2 shots left. Alright, SecBot's been activated. I am straight up out of... I need to get the fuck out of here. This is just gonna go bad for me. Yeah, I've lost like 3/5 of my health at this point. Time to just cut my losses and leave. That was... I got 3 food at least. I didn't even go to the health med bay to get healed up. That was a waste. Let's go to the star map. Go this way, see if these guys are in the way. 28 merits gained. You die. Why should I should have just expected that. Alright, well, I get rid of this retard with his, short stature. Oh, that's an insured. Alright, merits, fuel, banger, staple. No, I want bullets.
Your new action items. Obtain body fluid, Cool Pops wrappers, and water-based lubricant. Oh dear, what is that smell? Unfortunately, the janitorial staff are too busy being hideous mutants to attend.
Alright. Summon supply requisition. Summon supply van. Merits, nebula tubes, plaz. There's a mart. At full health, so. Let's. Oh god damn it! I keep on. So what's the hold up? I made water-based lubricant, right? Alright, whatever. Stop fretting about it. Just get over there and do stuff. Alright. A doc. Drones, nah. Nah, this one is good for the, Alright. Forward, right, left, and then to the helm. Pupbot has a stolen part. Who is Pupbot? I like how my camera fucking level changed. Gotcha, fucker. WCG policy. I don't need that. What's this? Oh, that was a lot of credits. That's nice. Motherfucker. Anything good in here? Let's stand by on that for a moment and go around this way. Fuck it, let's see what it's got. ID card.
Has informed me that there will be no new information on forms information today.
Bye-bye, SecBot. Tape 2 slug. 2 data. 2 data for that. Tape slug. 2 data. Alright, download everything. Let's go around to the hab block and fuck you. Ooh, lots of goodies in here. 50, nah, I already... What's this one? Not irradiated, royally, or whatever. Food plus bullets. That's always good. What is this one? Oh, it's that one. Alright. I was thinking I should go back and change my tags on Twitch, but okay, fine. I'll get it off of just chatting. Let's see here. Avoid bastards. AK followers. Game. Scavenge. FPS. Yeah, just leave it at that. Back at it. Nope, this way. So here. That's a decent amount of merits. Anything over here? Oh, please tell me that was worth it. Worth some... Oh, loot. What is this tendril out here? Just debris. What did I even get? Wow, fire really hurts. Alright, maybe I should go to that med ship I saw along the way. I should probably just not spend ammo on these things. Boom point. There's Atmo. Yeah, let me touch up my oxygen. SecBot is dead. Thank you. Fuel, don't touch that. Anything else in here? Nope, that was it. Just 2 fuel pieces. But alright, time to go into that center room. Man, I am desperately low on health. Secbot is dead. Shut up. Mouseball. I got a blast from the past. I've been there. I don't even know what this thing does. Fuck it. Someone supply van, fuel. 75 rift or nuclei. Alright, Spook, where are you? Man, I really chewed through my health here. Alright. 5 food, 5 fuel, summon supply van, 5 rift or nuclei. I have no idea what that is. I'll take the food. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Don't touch the fire. I need to go to health ship ASAP. Anything new? SecBot manager. Override sec bots. That's nice. VP of bots, faster and cheaper SecBot override authorization. Wait, how did I, let's prioritize that, cause that's really good. Disassembler. 5 chance of scavenging bonus junk from containers. Better junk bonus. I need a crowbar. What do I need to make a crowbar? I need more slag. I need health, so I need to go here first and foremost. I can go down. I can go back down later. So up, over, back down. Probably continue going down like this. All right. This is all I have. Fuck it, let's go with it. Alright, to the, let's see here. Ham, habitats. It's, everything is fucking locked. Took a little bit off of me there. There are spooks in here, which I think are honestly one of the more annoying enemies. Irritate, oily, or nauseous. Protect from all environmental hazards. Eyeball, bio, yeah, that's nice. Look how morbidly obese that is. That's me, that's why I'm dieting. Fuck. Oh, that was something. I'm gonna die. Oh, well, there goes SecBot, and I'm dead. Never mind.
Recruiting replacement client.
James.
Issuing WCD client care package.
One citizen type isn't identified on vessels. Fuck, that's annoying. Can't see enemies on minimap. Zap chart. Oh, it starts me off with bullets. That's a nice change of pace.
Your new action items. Obtain body fluid, cool pops wrappers, and water-based lubricant for rehydration based and dazzlingly.
Alright, I need the fucking... What do I need? Opens warp gates, kitty bots, rifter nuclei, data. Spikes. I always like spikes. I should probably go for those more than anything else. And I got some spikes. Always nice to have a zapper. Alright, bored. But I now have SecBot thing down, so alright. I got a ways to get to the helm. The living fuck is that sound? Triple damage. Anything back here? Oh, is there? There was something about this. No, this. It's med theater. This guy up here. Now let's get to the helm first before anything else. How much to... SecBot's inactive. Whatever, I got my zap gun for when he comes at me so I can try and, Oh, what? The tourists are an ally for me for some reason? What the fuck? When did that happen? You are my ally for some reason. Anything miscellaneous on the ground over? Yes. 7 spikes, yes. Good to scrounge for. Oh, fucking boom point. Alright, med theater. I should come to that last. What am I caught on? That was probably a waste of bullets. I still got 20 left. That's still pretty good. Was that spleen? Very nice. Bio. Lots of bio. Some other things on this side I missed over here. I need to go south. Where am I going? Yeah, down this way. Atmos to the left. I could go through some stuff in here first before anything else. I guess that's where Sekbok would go, but he's not active yet. Alright, let's get over... Plaz, Bushwhackers... Why is everything locked now? Why are these guys my allies? What did I miss on the debrief for this ship? Oh, there's one fuel. Wait, there's another one over here. Who's up here? Oh. Garbage. I should get to Atmo. Thank you. Gotta pick this place clean at this point. Let's go to the med theater and well, heal myself up all the way while I'm here. I can't jump in this game. Boost. Alright, which way to the ship? Down this way. Yeah, and the break room and out this way. Alright, well, this was a nice one. Alright, let's get out of here. Hey, Stowe. Upgrade the Spiker with Iron Brew and Surgery 4 dummies. Germ Speaker doubles toxin damage, speed, and total damage. Surgery for dummies. I don't need that for that. Fine, I'll take the upgrade. Verse Spiker doubles toxic damage, speed, and total time. Alright, so. Orcates, kitty bots, rift nuclei, data. What's this? Features tons of materials. Ooh. Let's go. Why does James look so androgynous? Let's see here. Wow, I gotta fight my way all the way up to the helm. So turn right and hold to the right. I'll have to go through Atmo first. I don't think I've ever been to this place. What the fuck? They look like Japanese what was that? Flange, that's slag. Oh, and there's Secbot just right there, ready to fuck me in the ass. Right, I was gonna go, gotta go left. Alright, Secbot's coming. How many merits is it to override him? 20? Alright, go forth and do great things. I didn't even get this. Mine made it through, good. So there can be multiple Secbots, that's interesting. Thanks right there. Through the hallways. I am going through my... Oh god, it hit me with an acid trip. That's not nice. God, give me to the fucking helm, Jesus. Ugh. Scavenge. What's over here? Okay, there's nobody in here trying to fuck me in the ass. Good. For once. Two bangers. It's Japanese speaking. Yep, that's about right. New Kittybot, share your problems and your secrets with an adorable new robot pet. Otori Corporation, we're listening. I don't want you listening. What the fuck is this room? The fuck is in here? I guess this is a storefront of some sort. I can't raise the cash register, are you kidding me?
A woman who fishes in a neighbor's well often catches crabs.
What the fuck did that say? In a baker's well? Is that what I heard? Shut the fuck up. Secbot's on my side now. Or maybe that timed out.
Secbot is on the way and will end your life shortly. Please remain calm. Thank you for your understanding.
The fuck is in a warp chamber? Oh shit, where's Atmo? Not gonna fuck with you. I guess that was my Secbot. Congratulations, citizen, you are a winner. You and all, including minor body spa vacation, is about to start. Get remain face down on the floor until restrained. What the fuck? So I can lure somebody in here and lock them in. I can warp. Fuck. That's it. It's time to leave. Where's even the ship? Oh, it's down this way. I went the wrong way. To Steve. Yes, we're out. But man, I am tanking shit way too hard. Bio and data. Transit regs. Kraut can. So at the star map, I need to do my mission. Body fluid and cooler pops. Can I even make cooler pops in here? No, no, no. Oh, there's body fluid. I need more volts. Trap Hunter. Use complete rad spiker. Ink and circular 983 air. What I need for a robo manual? A lot more resources. Ammo subsidy. No, I'm just gonna... Shit, I should, Alright, let's dock. Well, this is kind of all I have, so... Well, I can get to the helm well enough. Is there a peeker around here somewhere? Alright, well, SecBot, I'll probably encounter you later. Toaster juice. That suite apparently doesn't have anything in it. Don't risk it. Get the peeper aware of my location. Set the whatchamacallit on me. Well, there might be something in there. Just be a little bit more thorough when I'm looking through here. Doing an approach. This place is open. The Lux way, because you're worth it. Alright, push my luck here. Gotcha. What do I get? 9 spikes. Rad spikes. Here, battery, spikes. What's in here? Coin and 1 slag. So, stun. Effective as always. Alright. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm making out pretty well from this, and I'm gonna jinx myself and die from this.
Are you a perpetual loser suffering from low self-esteem? Try your luck at a spin terminal now.
Fuck you. Where's Atmo? This place doesn't have an Atmo. Alright, I gotta move quickly in. Alright, what's this? Floppy cube instead of floppy disk. Alright, I'm gonna run out of oxygen soon, so time to make the round. Do I need fuel? Not my priorities right now. If anything, it's more food. Gotcha. Ooh, staples for the shotgun. Yeah, running low on oxygen. Procreation incentives. Alright, fuck that one. What's in here? Food, that's always good. Something this sweet. Oh shit. Alright, got it before what's its face was alerted. Secbot. Alright. Yoink. 1 minute of oxygen left. Come on. Last room. Honestly, sprinting should probably degrade your, see here. I'm not gonna go in there. Man, those grenades are really good at taking them out. Alright, 30 seconds. Back to Steve. And we're out. Efficiency. Efficiency of movement. Yes. 4 days of food. 1 torpedo. Oh yeah, I made like a bandit here. What do I need for this? Ink and 983 air. Circular 983, air, and ink. I need a lot of stuff for that. Never mind. Drill. Pap of Zap Hunter. Use to complete Riveter. Hyper Rifter. Nah. I felt like I wanted the crowbar for some reason. Chance of scavenging bonus junk from containers. Slag melter. Unstable cootie boom whacker. Recycle sack bomb hunter. Swift regular cluster fluck. What do I need for this one? Handset. I kind of ran through everything, didn't I? I have tons and tons of plas. It's rad cream. Is that it? Decreases radiation damage by 15%. Nah. No, and I'm not going to use my water-based lubricant on that. More ammo in there. Clients receive 50%. Okay. Now I know what the ammo subsidy is for. Travel subsidy. Clients receive 3. Alright. For future, when I fuck up and die again. Alright. You volts. Oh, it's got a screw. I could pass it by. Cluster flax versus 2 to 5 fuel. Alright, I'll go in on this one. Low on ammo, everything, so I'll use the toaster. Germ Spiker and Kitty Bot. I got a ways to go to the helm. Fuck. Shit. Alright. He's hurting. When does the effect wear off? Does it ever wear off? It's still hurting him. Looks like it wore off. Shit, that nearly killed me. What did kitty bots even do? I forget. I thought kitty bots were supposed to explode at some point. Can screws heal? Is that what I'm missing here? I can't believe I'm just fucking locked in here like this. This is so bad. Holy shit. What the fuck happened? Just like hold up in that one hole like spamming kitty bots. Let's go around. Oh wait, is that fuel? Got it without having to go around the corner. I'm gonna die. You know what? Abandon ship. That did not go well. I got in over my head there. Fuck. I need to get to... Alright. Jump to this. 2 fuel gained. Not much fuel, food left. This one's got water cooling. Body fluid detected. Alright, I gotta dock and get some help. Ah, there's a fucking screw on here too. Alright, time to use the cluster fucks. That explodes when destroyed. Alright. Let's go to the theater first and foremost. Very good. What am I even doing? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now they're radioactive? Where is even the helm? There is no helm. I got what I came for health. I shouldn't probably scavenge too much. Where the fuck? How do I get out of here?
Please remain calm. Thank you for your understanding.
Yeah, no, let's scram. I don't even have the Is that a screw following me? Yep, I'm out. Bye. Ugh. Alright, I got my health up. That was the important part here. New data. It's pirates. Do I have a torpedo? I have one torpedo, so if I do run into those pirates over there... 44 data gain. You discover a collection... Yeah. That reverberating ping is the sound of a pirate frigate locking onto Steve. It's also the sound of your doom. Torpedo launched. You shove the repurposed packed torpedo out the airlock and homes onto the pirate frigate and explodes in a ball of gaseous fire. Picking through the wreckage, you find a few supplies. Pirate frigate destroyed, torpedo fired, 120 volts gained. Yes. Oh man, there's fucking screws in everything. I'll be very cautious. If it's getting too much, I'll dip out. Make a run for getting another fuck. I have to cross somewhere. Man, there's electrical cables fucking everywhere. Fuck. Alright. Fuck! Alright, never mind. Fuck this. I'm out. This is not worth it. The game difficulty is ramping up. Burn 1 fuel, lose 94 health. Why am I losing health?
To your figure, a starvation diet can be damaging to your health. Requisition food from Luxcore vessels.
Or I can go to this mart here. Oh, casual service stock, crooked steeder. What did I even say was here? Oh, I thought this was a mart of some sort. Oh, those are portals. Well, that's one holder, and then there's fix. Holy shit, it's goddess like herself. Holy shit, I'm dead. Stay in there. God damn it. Alright, out. I thought this was gonna be a mart to buy shit with. I'm gonna die. Again. I got a warp key. I don't even know what that does. For the love of God, be something easy. The Rifter is quite useless, I will say. There's no helm here. Power is off. It's gonna kill me in here. I'm this close to actually getting an objective, and the difficulty spiked up tremendously. Is this thing even on? If I restore power, I'm not inclined for that right now. Because I don't want SecBot coming up my ass. Oh. I have to do power to get anything out of the ship. I'm nearly dead. Well, I gotta go this way and get to the generator to turn that on for any chance to get anything out of here. Well, I can preemptively get rid of these things. Oh, and I'm got down to 2 bullets. It was just smart. That was the way to the generator. This is gonna kill me. I'm gonna die from radiation poisoning. Warbot! Yep, radiation's gonna kill me. Yep, I died. Right as I'm about to get the next one.
Recruiting replacement client.
Fast runner, tall stature.
WCD client care package.
Well, I got the ammo substance, so hopefully it gives me something.
Action items. Obtain body fluid, cool pops wrappers, and water-based lubricant. I specially selected you for rehydration based on a random number sequence generated from tea leaf motion.
Let's go over this way, dock, and see what we can get. God damn it. Alright, to the helm. Man, that did. Well, yep, this is definitely affecting my fucking field of vision. There's another right next to SecBot. Right. Why is there fuel in here? You know what? Don't question it. I've yet to encounter an enemy yet. Oh, I just burned through, Man, they're all in there. Fuck it, what's in here? Wiring diagram? I don't need it. Not yet, at least. Credits. Suit tidy. I call those coat hangers. It's got that again, this studio's gotta be fucking British. The weird, like, weird thing that they call things. Alright, time to go in the main hall.
Oxygen at 50%.
50? Fuck it, that better be something good. A mouse ball. Either one of these open. There's nothing left. There's only this. Alright. 5 food, 5 zap charges. Alright, and I want... What? Toaster juice? God damn it. Alright, whatever. Toaster juice better than nothing. I'm considering that money or well spent. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, fuck it. I'm out. Sackbot's gonna be here real quick, isn't he? Fuck you. Diagram. A stow. So here's a question. How do you deal with those fucking pantsuit women? Enemies. Skin tape, wiring diagram, gunpoint manager, oboe manual. Go this way, down and, yeah, further on in. Oh, that's just health. Alright. 25 volts gained. Alright, let's board this place. Those pirates, or those police? I don't know what I'm doing. Ugh. That's to the back engine, this way. Fuck, those things are annoying. I should have gotten the shotgun. I should have brought the shotgun. Well, dealt with that effectively. Give me something. Give me something good. Buzz box. God damn it. Fuck, and I'm running out of rad spikes. Well, there's that health. As I was saying, there's that health pod up there. Lock the fucking door. Man, there's stuff I missed in there. Not worth it. I'm underprepared to fight those things. I'm just running through my toaster battery. It's totally wasted on these fuckers. What was that? Alright, fuck this. Nope, fuck that. Let's get back to the FTL. Alright, we're out. Fuck this shit. I don't really need to upgrade the shotgun to take out more of those, like, whatever those things were. Increase spread and increase damage by 50%. What do I need for a slag melter? I need more slag. Of course. No. There we go. See, I can do it. But now I ran out of the metal tube. I am so dumb. Data. Bio. Volts. I am such an idiot. Alright, never mind. Well, that was a waste. I got a torpedo. Is that going to make these guys go away? Zap charges. The WCG Warden's electro stick looks exactly like one that you used to beat you insensible before you were dehydrated. The power pack makes a useful source of zap charges and improves zapper. 21 zap charges. Supply delivery. 5 food gained. I have toaster juice gained. Wow. Torpedo launch. Yes, void whales do explode. The Steve's wipers clear the airlock and grab as many chunks of the whale blubber as you can. Void whale destroyed. 1 torpedo fired. 5 food gained. Wow. Alright. $344 health gained. Alright. On to this one, next one, and then maybe we can actually get something. Alright, so the shed loads. Okay, dock. We're gonna do this. Ah, shit. Alright, try and pay attention where I'm shooting those things. Alright. There's a hold. Get to the helm. $50 merits. Ugh. So much radiation sludge everywhere. Fuck you, stay there. Well, there's Warbot. I'll save up my credits because when I'm going to need to fight him. Oh, I can't, well, 6 zap charges. Well, at least the zap was effective in what I needed it to be. I have 7 bullets left. That ain't good. Really, is there nothing else out here? Really? Nothing in the hold. All this cargo. 3 toaster juice. Very nice.
Oxygen at 50%.
Splendid. Oh, there's only thing in the admin office. Fuck you. Well, I defeated a warbot, so I can pat myself on the back about that at least. Alright, where's Atmo? Oh god, what a mess. There's habitat. Where's atmosphere? Need to go further down. Food? Well, if you get irradiated, I can go to habitat and get cleaned up. Alright, go further south. Alright, so these things can one-shot those guys, so I don't need to waste my bullets on them. Let's get an Atmo. Oh, it's homing missiles. Alright, fuck this. Alright. Where's oxygen? There it is. Alright. Go up to habitat and get myself cleaned the fuck up. Radaway, yes. Let's go back in here. Finally getting some use out of those rad stations. The oil is annoying, but the rad is actually debilitating, so. Flange, rubber flange. Alright. Is there anything I really care about there? No, I can get it to another direction. So another war. Nope. Good. Nope, don't care about that. Let's go this way. And the tanks, what's in here? Motherfucker. Man, what was that, like, hitbox to actually, like, pick it up? Jesus. Oh, God. Can I run back to habitat? Got rid of my rad. There's that one thing in fix. Something else in tanks. Just need to go around. Very good. Nebula tubes. Alright. I picked everything clean at this point. Except something all the way on the other side. Nah, that was probably another thing I had to pay for. If I remember it correctly. I guess I can go double check. Looks like I cleaned this place out pretty well. He says right before he jinxes himself. Oh, fuck. Nope, I can go this way. Don't be stupid. It's all the way down there. Fuck. What's in here? 50 merits? No, I'm gonna save them. I don't know what could be so gainful that I would have no money. Pretty low as it is. Wait, where am I going? Oh, back in here, but... wide around that. Out, and... a bushwhacker. Interesting. And out. Hey, stow everything. This is decompiler. Screwdriver detonator. 5 chance of scavenging better bonus chunks from containers. Even better. Alright. Okay, as targets, veteran scribe and veteran janitors. May want to take it easy on this one. Cargo manager, Plaz, summon supply van. Let's rest for a bit since I got some food. Alright, I got plenty of toaster juice, schwackers, and you always want this in case this is going to be a security system on here, so use the bushwhackers to effect. Alright, I'm liking that effect. You can shoot through windows. Man, these hitbox. Ez. Is SecBot or Warbot? Well, let's see if I can get him on. If it's just a plain SecBot, let's see if I can get him on side. Where am I even going? Is he gonna catch up with me or what? No, it's Warbot. Wow, got your ass. I am running low on health. I need to be careful. That took 10 health. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. You think you could block me with fire? Oh, hey, I remember you from when I showed up here. It's even over here.
And will end your life shortly. Please remain calm. Thank you for your understanding.
Alright, I should probably, unless, I'm guessing there's a second sect bot somewhere out here. What is even out here? Alright. How do you like it? Oh, I'm dead. Never mind. This close to the next. Ugh. I was pushing my luck and not paying attention to my health, tanking too hard. Well, hopefully not. 25% of the time, move Stev to the wrong location. That's gonna be annoying. Can't fly around Nuck Mines. Oh, that's cute.
Your new action items. Obtain body fluid, Cool Pops wrappers, and water-based lubricant. Vandalism in the Steve is prohibited. Feel free to vandalize other vessels, though, if it helps you blow off steam.
Alright. I said it was going to be Sunday Funday, but this has been getting annoying at this point, so I'm probably going to call it there for a night, and, yeah. Yep. That'll be it for tonight. Anything happen? Doing a last minute rambling? And turn on, let me change the format slightly. I didn't get a chance to rant because, where was it? That Filipino gentleman decided to throw me off and talk about Epic 7 nonstop. I need to make breakfast, I need to make lunch. I have my meals prepped for lunches. Oh my god, it's Swan Marcus. This is a guy who had a meltdown and had to go private and disappeared after the bad election loss. I never seen someone who gives less of a fuck than this dude is, but who even the fuck is this? Our tech partners tracked over 200 devices to State Farm Stadium yesterday. They came from all across the country because Charlie pointed us all to what the fuck. Oh, all right. Let me just check. Anything happened in Japan with the election of Sakana Takaichi? Is there any way it could go wrong? Also met with DPP Secretary General Kazuya Shimba yesterday, possibly to discuss coalition between the two parties under Takaichi. So does she have to form an actual, get a coalition? So what does she want from DPP? What was this? Sources close to her say that Takaichi plans to appoint over 5 women to her cabinet, which would make it the most female represented cabinet in history. Most female, oh wait, this isn't even up. Most female Japanese cabinet in history, but it's the most right-wing insane woman you can get. Awesome. So is this DPP the DPFP? With that guy Tamaki, who's like Kingmaker now. What's this? Nikkei hit 225, hit 47,000 for the first time in history in the first trading hours after Takaichi's win. Ishii cabinet approval, JNN opinion poll, first poll since Takaichi's election, approved 43.7. October 4th, 15th, first poll since EU, approve, disapprove. All right. So nobody likes Ishiba. JNN opinion poll. Party support rates, so this was over the past few days. Polls since Takaichi's election. So the LDP is up, CDP is down. They're neck and neck with Sanseito of all people. Komeito is down. Conservatives, slightly down. So Sanseito and Conservative are eating it now that they've got somebody who maybe they agree with in there. So they may not be interested in new elections because it might, LDP might gain at their loss. Might gain at their expense, I should say. I forget what the point of Ishin is. Communists are down, CDP is down, so if they call the election right now, looks like the LDP would come in. They'd still probably have to make a deal. No party is at 36.7%, so that's why everything is so off. So if you discount all those votes, LDP would if they're going up in the polls, that probably means that they can probably get more seats. Maybe they could get a total majority. Maybe Sanseito or maybe they'd have to give something to Sanseito, but actually apparently Komeito may not like that. Breaking. Sources close to Takaichi say that Toshimitsu Motegi, her election rival, will be appointed as foreign minister. 2 reasons I can think of. To show gratitude to Takaichi. A show of gratitude by Takaichi as Motegi and his faction voted for her in the runoff. Tariff negotiations. Motegi already served as foreign minister under the first Trump admin, has experience negotiating with him, even forming a personal relationship. Smart. Do that then. No. According to JNN public opinion poll, 66% of respondents said that they have expectations for Takaichi, while 26% they do not have expectations. What does that mean? LDP supporters, 75% said that they have expectations and 80% they don't. By have expectations, that mean they expect good things to come out of this? More detail. When asked why they have expectations, the top answer is, I have strong expectations on her policies, followed by, there's no one else suitable. She gives a sense of renewal, both at 23%. For those that say they do not have expectations, the top reason for is because she's from the LDP, followed by I don't trust her personality. And 18% said I don't expect much from her policies. When asked whether Takaichi's appointment as LDP president will help restore trust in the party, 40% yes, while 48% said no. Regarding which policies they most want Takaichi to focus on, the top answers are measures against rising prices, economic stimulus, policies related to foreigners. So that's in the top 3, but measures against rising prices. Probably need to get at this, deal with the cheaper imports, and probably Japanese have like tough regulations that reinforce like locality in their markets, especially when it comes to food, and also food being really fresh. Now that's a personal choice, but maybe like maybe if prices are too high, they can get people to be like, loosen up local regulations, allowing for, stuff to be, not taken off the shelves after such a short amount of time, so that they're not as fresh. LDP reform, I don't think that's going to be happening from her. Education and child rearing policies, diplomacy and national security. We'll see about that. When asked which opposition party the new LDP president should negotiate a coalition with, response says CDP, that's not going to happen. Ishin, DPP at 24%, other parties, no need for a coalition. All right, so the DPP is the most popular. Hold up. What the fuck does DPP want? In Japan, what does DPP want? What have they even gotten since they got a large amount of seats in the last Diet election? That was a period, but it should have been a overview of the Democratic Party for the P. Oh, jeez, come on, don't go too long. You. Kokumin Michuto, when abbreviated as DPFP or DPP, is a centrist center-right political party in Japan, formed in 2018 from remnants of earlier opposition groups and reformed in 2020 after a partial merger with the Constitutional Democratic Party. It's positioned itself as a pragmatic reformist alternative to both the long-ruling Liberal Democratic Party and the more left-leaning CDPJ Party. Led by Yuichiro Tamaki, a former finance ministry official, the DPP emphasized solutions over confrontation and case-by-case cooperation with other parties rather than rigid ideological alliances. It has gained traction among younger voters, especially those in their 20s and 30s. Okay. Instead of the 20s and 30s running to the fucking commies. Through youth-oriented economic policies and the savvy social media use, including Tamaki's YouTube channel with over... Okay. Key policy, what do they want? Expansionary fiscal policies to boost growth and address inequality while maintaining conservative stance on security and energy. It rejects joining the LDP-Komeito coalition outright, but collaborates on aligned issues like budgets and defense. Economy and taxes. Cut the consumption tax. Opposed by CDPJ's resistance. Opposes CDPJ's resistance. Raise the income tax threshold to increase take-home pay and stimulate spending. Its flagship policy popular with young voters. Promote wage hikes. Target 1 million increase over 5 years in minimum wage reforms. Wage hikes and minimum wage reforms. I don't know what that means. Support small businesses, farmers, and regional revitalization through subsidies and deregulation. So cut taxes and spend money? That's not responsible. Pragmatic nuclear power. Promote next generation reactors for security, opposing CDP's zero nuclear push. Okay, fuck the CDP then. Balance renewables with fossil fuels for stable supply, support decarbonization investments, but rejects tax hikes to fund them. Comprehensive security with an exclusively defense-oriented posture, upholds pacifism on Article 9, strengthen Japan-U.S. alliance and Indo. Alright, I'm gelling with these guys. No major constitutional measures focused on realistic tactics like the humanitarian aid. What? That's not social welfare Democrats. Expand child care, education, and elder care to combat declining birth rates. That's not going to help much. Gender equality and diversity reforms, including cooperation with unions like Rengo. What the fuck is Rengo? Moderate immigration, restrictive on land purchases by foreigners with reciprocity, e.g. banning Chinese nationals if China does the same, and vetting for national security but not outright bans. All right, immigration restrictionism. I can gel with that. Decentralization to empower local governments. Okay. Electoral administrative reforms for transparency. I don't know what to say on that one. Anti-corruption support. No confidence votes against LDP cabinets amid scandals. Okay. So Takaichi was caught up in that slush fund thing, so maybe he's not going to like her. These positions differentiate DPP from CDPJ, more progressive on taxes, nuclear, and LDP more hawkish on defense taxes. The party aims for 50, 60 seats in future elections to form European-style small party coalitions. Election results surge in seats. Last election refers to the October 27, 2024 snap general election for the House of Representatives, lower house, triggered by Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba shortly after taking office. The LDP Komeito coalition lost its majority, dropping to 250 seats from 288 amid a scandal backlash and inflation woes. They quadrupled their seats from 7 to 28, mostly in single-member districts, 5 in proportional representation, though some were conceded due to candidate shortages. This made it the 4th largest party, overtaking Komeito. Candidate shortages. Man, you really can't lose seats if you can't fucking, like, you gotta find people. Voter turnout was low, 53%, but DPP captured disillusioned LDP supporters. Captured LDP supporters, 6% of them shifted, with youth via economic pledges. It outperformed expectations, becoming a pivotal swing vote. House of Councilors election won 17 seats, increasing the total to 22, and again, surpassing Komeito as the 4th largest in the Diet overall. This further weakened the LGBT Komeito, now minority in both houses, amplifying DPP's leverage. Achievements since 2024 election. What have they gotten? Influence, then outright control. Yes, they didn't go into coalition. Budget and fiscal wins. Collaborated with LDP Komeito and Japan Innovation Party. Is that Ishin? To pass 24 supplementary budget bill, package for inflation relief, disaster aid, and growth. DPP secured inclusion for wage support and regional subsidies, signaling effective case-by-case cooperation. Push for, but not yet fully achieved, income tax threshold hikes in the 2025 budget, starting to vote against it if unmet, forcing LDP negotiations. Policy influence cooperation agreement with CDPG and Rengo. Japan's largest union on diplomacy, economic diversity, e.g. points pushing for gender equality laws and sustainable development. Shaped energy policy. Advocated for next-gen nuclear in the 7th Strategic Energy Plan, approved early 2025, balancing CDPJ's renewables focus on LDP's defense ties. Veto power on national security. As a swing vote, influenced 2025 defense funding, 2% of GDP target the U.S. alliance parties, though talks stalled on taxes. Electoral strategic gains, challenges and setbacks. No major legislative victories like tax cuts yet. LDP resistance on fiscal concessions led to threats of budget opposition. Internal issues. Tamaki's June 2025 remarks criticizes derogatory towards women, caused 3-month suspension and backlash, hurting female voter outreach. Oh, funny. All right. Anything blow up while I was playing? Nothing. Regales, man. Oh, what the fuck? It's Newsom playing a Switch. And what is that in the background? The fuck is this? Alright, that's enough for the evening. It's from Honkai Star Rail. Alright, that's it. I need to go do adult stuff before work tomorrow. So, I streamed for 3 hours, but I started early. So, as usual, good night and good luck. See